There's this episode in the show Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond is trying hard to think of the perfect birthday gift for his wife. As he throws around options, his brother asks him, "Do you even know your wife, Raymond?" The example may be far-fetched, but I cite it to make a point. This is a question that IDs must ask themselves always. And it is this question that IDs seek to find the answer to when they conduct the audience analysis. These days, there are templates to complete this task. Learner personas and empathy maps being the popular ones. While I don't mean to negate the usefulness of these, I do think that sometimes simplifying a task such as this with ready-made templates may not help us unearth what we need to. Especially so if it's a template repurposed from a different context. In this case, design thinking. Let me elaborate on this point. The key purpose for conducting audience analysis in instructional design is to identify prior knowledge of our target learners. Why is this important? An occupational hazard with IDs is that they may tend to oversimplify or dumb down the content because the information is new for them and they are like novice learners. On the other hand, the occupational hazard with subject experts is that they could end up making the content complex because it's very clear to them. Both these situations are not advisable as it will compromise learner engagement. And when I say engagement, I don't imply the frivolous or force-fitted fun elements in the content. What I mean is that the content is clearly presented with relevant examples and great insights to ensure learner comprehension. The more learners understand a concept, the more engaged they will be in the learning process and the more committed to completing a training. Figuring out clearly what learners already know about the skill or concept we plan to teach helps us to pitch the content just right. Neither make it too complicated nor too simple. As Vygotsky proposed, making sure it is in the zone of proximal development. Identifying learners' prior knowledge also helps us to take learners from the familiar to the unfamiliar. According to David Ausubel, an American psychologist, new knowledge relies on what is already known, and meaningful learning occurs when learners are able to integrate new information into the existing knowledge structures. The second reason for audience analysis is to understand if the learner has any constraints so that we design the program in such a manner that it mitigates these constraints. I would like to quote an example here from the certification programs that we offer at ID Mentors. These programs are designed in a blended format with both synchronous and asynchronous learning. The asynchronous component is designed in the form of short, independent online modules, while the synchronous component includes virtual sessions of 1 hour duration where learners can clarify specific doubts with the expert. There's a reason for designing the program in this manner. Our learners are mostly working professionals and they may not be able to dedicate more than an hour per day for learning. The asynchronous modules ensure that learners are able to go through the learning material at their own time and pace. At the same time, scheduling synchronous sessions at regular intervals after office hours gives our learners an opportunity to get specific doubts addressed. So, the next time you conduct an audience analysis, make sure you identify prior knowledge and learner constraints. It doesn't matter what template you use as long as you uncover this information. Because from a learning perspective, this information is what matters the most. With that, it's a wrap. Hope what I shared in this video helps you conduct audience analysis with renewed zeal and vigor. For more details, write to us at the email ID given below.